It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got CeeDee Lamb. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin here in Dallas, joined by Charles Davis, as I am every year at this special time. Happy Thanksgiving, partner.
And happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone who's checking out this game.
Yeah, great to spend it with all of you at home. Boy, they've been doing this here in Dallas a long time, since 1966. And it's always a little more intriguing when it's a divisional match. What a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not look better, but that'll help my team.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Howell looking to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's going to go down again. Micah Parsons, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Howell from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw 1 when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
A second down throw for Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. To throw is Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Prescott to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And again, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 9 carries, 51 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong last week. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. That's taken at around the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the Commander's 36-yard line.
Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Cowboys at 9-1 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Howell. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now think you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Prescott off play action. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. On play action, Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Washington offense going back to work. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Now Howell. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
Oh, some strong running. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Howell throwing on first down here.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6.
Robinson up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Howell throwing on third down here.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott now, option right. Able to slither by. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Washington offense set to take over.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap that felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And the defense, they get to Howell. Will go down here.
That's Crosby with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. From distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the lead will hold at 13.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Al now to throw it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being in Philadelphia, where we find the Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the LA Chargers.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Prescott now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Ready to avoid him at the 40. Pushing through the contact. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And Hal will throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Washington.
Howell from the gun. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Howell. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hal to the air on first and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He was defended by Deron Lamb.
Back to the ground with Robinson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
Little bootleg here, Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, Coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Quan Martin there on the tackle. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
Off play action. It's Howell. And this one too low.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down throw for Howell. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Howell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. There's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And goal.
And again, it's Prescott. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense set to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Benjamin St. Juste.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now throwing on 1st down here.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
197 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
On play action, Prescott. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Prescott to throw it.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Prescott off play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Prescott yet again.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
Pass complete there to McCool.
And outbounds right around the 20. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Prescott. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Throwing. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
First down, Commanders.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And does Washington have it? They do.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. But 207 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's got it down to the 28.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 1st down, Howell. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Dallas offense set for this next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
12 of the National Football League. And we'll see the veteran, Julio Jones. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Falcons and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top...
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out in his 4th NFL season, former Temple Owl, P.J. Walker.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Walker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now Walker. The pass caught by Olave. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
To throw is Walker. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Working out of the gun here, Walker. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Walker. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Fields. Short throw caught by Pitts.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to loop the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air again, Fields.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Complete to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and
to throw is Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Walker. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. P.J. Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Walker now. bulldozes past him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
To throw is Walker. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Brings up second and 10.
Kamara up the middle. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it as we resume action. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones and not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Fields. And complete to Drake London.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Falcons at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Fields on first down. Got a man, it's London.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
9 yards to go.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there. Both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Completes it to Perry.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Now Walker.
Over the middle, complete. That's Perry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Little short pass here to Hill, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Walker. The pass caught by Olave. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First down, Saints.
Olave motioning to the left.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Down at the 23-yard
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fights loose. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
To throw is Walker.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Walker. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry from 10 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. He's got his man, London, right side.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
First down, New Orleans.
Here's Walker.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Off the play fake, Walker.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
First down, Saints.
Back to throw again.
Again, it's Johnson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Walker.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Saints first down.
And Walker now to throw on first down. Into the hands of Perry, complete.
That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And this, a 10-point game as they've reached halftime. Patrick Mahomes, a touchdown pass in that first half. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jonathan Mingo, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On first down, it's Fields.
Complete to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
They run. Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Fields.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Second and 2 at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, caught by London. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw is Fields. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
37-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Saints.
To throw is Walker.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Saints, first down.
Walker. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
The pickup of 6 brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Walker now.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. Walker now on second down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Now Walker. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
From 17 yards out.
And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, your former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Walker's throw caught by Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1st down, Walker.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a direct route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him to 1st.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Now Walker. This one taken in by Olave.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
To throw is Walker. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Falcons' 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes.
A gain of 12. First down, Saints.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Saints extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Caught by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line.
On play action, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again is Fields. He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here's Fields. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fields now to throw. Into the hands of London.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Now it's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
74 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 47-yard line.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Saints first down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
And now it's a bootleg with Walker. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Walker. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Kamara try the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Olave motioning to the left.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Again, it's Kamara.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. On first down, Fields.
It's caught by Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Fields.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
94 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and we'll see Tylan Wallace. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Ravens and the Chargers on Sunday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. They cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll run with Hall.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But you look at this defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Nifty footwork at the 45.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Jermaine Johnson
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 10 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Eckler now between the tackles, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Here's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. L.A. readies for its next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain there of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Draw play. It's Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 1 yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
He'll look to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Eckler is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. Touchdown! Donald Parham.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point up and good by Dicker,
and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, Paul.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now Jackson on second down.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! Josh Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Breece Hall helped weeding out this offense for another series. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Short pass caught by Henry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Trey Lance leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Patrick Mahomes, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for Bears and Vikings from U.S. Bank Stadium. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Here's a diving catch right side. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Travis Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A handoff. It's Eckler. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Odafe Owe with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. It's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Here's 3rd and 7. On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Henry here.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
3rd and 3. They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Pushing his way through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Option play. Here's Hall.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Jackson now. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson, options out left. The quick feet. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 52 yards.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. He's got Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Running on first down, Eckler.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler.
This guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop it for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on second and 12. A little short pass. This is Everett.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Allen's got it. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 39 yards.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
On the give, this is Eckler.
And a pretty good burst there as he get this across midfield and down to the 46.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Allen's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, That's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 34-31. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jackson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Jackson to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Throwing, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
So out come the Chargers. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out today?
Here's a diving catch right side. A gain there of 21 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here is Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 84 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Option play. Here's Hall.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved and forced a 4th down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And fortunately, this will be recovered by another member of the offense. But remember now, here in overtime, he won't be able to advance it. So that ball is going to come back to the spot of the fumble. Certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for L.A., they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.